Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Educational Foundation for Desert Sands Unified School Districts, and you are watching Classroom Conversations. We're the engagement show that talks about everything great Desert Sands, what's going on in our community, and what's going on overall in the Coachella Valley. We've got a fun show today with Chef Mary, but before we move on, I want to make sure to go ahead and thank all the ones that make this show possible. I want to thank the Desert Sands Unified School District as well as the Desert Sands Educational Foundation for being obviously partners with us. The foundation board actually wrote a community grant with the city of Indio. Thank you for that. Prep Sports Weekly, Kevin Pillow, we look forward to having you again in the fall for our halftime show. And Craig Campbell, you're a true fan of education and a true fan of Desert Sands. So thank you for your partnership in CoachellaValley.com. But I also want to read the mission statement for the Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports a creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. Okay, let me go ahead and bring on, as I always say, the real star of the show, and bring on our own Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm well. It's my day off, and last night I got the privilege of seeing Andrea Bocelli and Catherine McVie at the arena in concert.
Okay.
An incredible night. Everyone was dressed in these beautiful clothes and very gala. We had a big dinner party that turned out quite well, and
Okay.
it was a fun night. It was a long day. I didn't get home until like 8:30 last night.
Okay. But I just, you got to love Facebook, and they always come back with memories and showing past things and so forth. And one of the things that just came up on my Facebook over the weekend was a retirement party for you back in, I think, 2018, right? 2018. And here I am, I'm thinking, okay, 2018, that's 4 years ago. And you're doing parties for Andrea Bocelli? That's quite the retirement, Chef Mary.
Sometimes you have to step up a little higher.
Okay. I guess so. Wow, talking about stepping it up, you're doing it.
Well, you're. I tend to be good for like 5 years, and I really wasn't going to go back to work. I really wasn't. And then all of a sudden I was, and then I retired again last year, and then wasn't going back to work, and then I did. But sometimes the opportunities come along, and they're just. Me, it's like it's just kind of fun, and you make a difference, and you kind of pay stuff forward. And I could sit home and do nothing all day.
No, we don't want that to happen. And I know that'll never happen with you, Chef.
No.
It'll never happen with you.
Even with my volunteer efforts for the summer with the, we're doing something with the Boys and Girls Club here, which I keep thinking about your club in the desert. And we're going to do, they're going to make cupcakes.
Oh, excellent.
Little mini cupcakes and decorate them to take home as part of their activity. Because I keep thinking about the Boys and Girls Club in Indio and their calendar.
Yep.
And we did that years ago with the YMCA up in 29 Palms, and they did it at Christmas time, and they made cupcakes for the young Marines that didn't get to go home for the holidays.
Oh, very nice. Okay,
so we did that. So it's kind of a fun thing to do, and it makes the kids do nice, and they just make volcanoes out of the sprinkles, and the more the merrier.
Of course, the more sugar the better.
Well, I have pictures of my 9th grade class. The first year we did cupcakes in there.
Okay.
And someday I'll have to pull them up and show you, because I look back on that and it was a disaster.
Too funny. No, I do remember doing those cupcakes. But I do want to kind of move us along here, Mary. I'm excited to share. So this upcoming Tuesday, this is the last episode of Mr. Bailey's Not So Undercover Soup. And if you remember, these are the videos where he kind of goes in disguise, dresses up as he's part of the department, wanting to learn more about the department.
Oh, no.
So we can highlight the department. But this one is pretty special. This one's going to be focusing on maintenance and operations. So these are the guys that are, that take care of our schools, the operations guys, anybody from facilities to the guys that deal with our HVAC, the plumbers, those types of guys and so forth, our landscapers. So he's doing a little Not So Undercover Soup, Not So Undercover Boss episode. We're going to reveal that at 3:00 on June 21st. And we're actually got a a party going on for people to come for the premiere over here at the district office. So if you want to come, June 21st at 3:00, it's over here at the boardroom. We're going to have that going on, and this has been the project of I'll tell you, Mary Perry, who you know very well, has been working with Mr. Bailey on this since he became superintendent. So this is the last episode. Very exciting, and you know him as well. Our own Stefan Pajovic is one of the I want to say he's the lead director and editor and producer and everything on this. So this is quite an episode. I can't wait for everybody to see it. But that's coming up on June 21st at 3:00, and I'll make sure to share the link as well.
Oh yeah, that'll be awesome. I mean, I remember once when I was when Steve was in high school and Julian, they let the parents be the teachers and the superintendent and the principals.
Okay.
For like, I don't know, for the morning or for the day, and it was a real eye opener, specifically when someone came down and said, someone has set toilet paper on fire in a microwave in a science lab.
You never know what you're going to get. You never, like I've said before, I've got a file on my desk that I've had for about the 20 years I've been an admin and 20 plus years I've been in education that says book. And I don't know if I'll ever use it, but literally if there's something good, I will write it down on a piece of paper, date it, and I'll just throw it in that file.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I've got some doozies in there. If not ever a book, it may make for some good information for a movie someday, a plot story, who knows? But we've got that waiting. But Mary, I want to go ahead and show everybody here once again how you can access our website to get to Peach Jar, because as you know, Peach Jar is an invaluable place to find information on our website. But this is our website, DSUSD.US. We've got our banner up here, talks about the different things that are going on. Speaking of vaccination clinics and so forth, from what I understand, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to have some testing going on. And I think I have a Peach Jar for that too, which I want to show here. Peach Jar is our online system for digital messages going out. This is all accessible via our website. But these are all the messages that are on our the district supported one. And then you can also go to filter here and you can go by school or community. So if you pick school, these are the ones that are just for the different schools going on that are sharing their flyers. But the most important ones that Adriana gave me today, I want to make sure to pull these up. These are the testing clinics for COVID that are going on every Tuesday and Thursday at the District Education Center from 3:30 to 5:30. And you can also make an appointment there too.
Okay. If
you want to do that. Let's see, what else do we have? And this is 3 years and older. 3 years and older. So that's for anybody there. Here's another Peach Jar that Adriana said that was very important that we need to make sure to share out. Let's see here. It's coming. Here we go. So our DSUSD Mental Health Services, they put on it's pretty cool. I don't have it with me right now, but every month they put out an entire calendar in the district office here with QR codes that you can scan, links that you can go to that talk about general well-being. And they released one for the community here that talks about things for the summer. And this is accessible to anybody on our website on Peach Jar. And it talks about if you want to just talk about your general well-being, you want to talk to somebody, maybe you're going through a little bit of a crisis or something where you need some additional assistance, you can go there and call. There's also looking for ongoing counseling for DSUSD district families. You can click to access that there too, as well as if you need a mental health emergency, there's also the helpline here. And this is all accessible via our QR code as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, our student support services team, Laura Fisher and her staff, Assistant Superintendent Laura Fisher do an amazing job to make sure that our families are well informed about the resources that are available.
For sure.
So, yeah, so that's a good one. So you want to make sure to check this out if you're in need of some assistance. Let's see what else Adriana gave me today to share with everybody. This flyer here. So you see it says school flyer. So this is one that's on the actual school sites and so forth. So this is for ST Math at Home. ST Math is not only to help students learn crucial math concepts, but talks about how to get to those concepts. And it talks about the different steps and ways. Because as you know, math problems, just like with cooking different things, there's always a different recipe. And sometimes math problems are different recipes too. We can still get to the same ending, right?
I need to do that one.
You know what? If you wanted to do this, Mary, I could probably get you a My DS account where we could have you set up to do this. It also this same website here, the same peach jar. So these are all clickable links, which is cool. You can click on these things and it'll take you to different links and so forth, all accessible via peach jar. But like FEV tutoring, that's free tutoring that we have for our students, and that's available during summer as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got a bunch going on here, definitely. And while we're here, Mary, you know, I'm going to pull up our foundation website. Actually, no, this isn't the foundation website, but this is the newsletter we sent out to all of our attendees that went to the gala, highlighting some of the event and so forth. Here we have our own gala chairs who were part of the auction, and then you can see Peter Doubt in the background there. You can see one of our saxophone players who was a soloist that evening from Palm Desert High School.
You know, incredible.
Sit Lawley, who is a singer from La Quinta High School, as well as Mr. Bailey, who is accepting his award here.
Oh.
But no, and then obviously, as I shared with you, Mary, we have all the pictures here for was it Gary Lopez who took all these pictures? So it's just fantastic that he shared those with us.
He's such a great guy.
Oh no, yeah, great guy. He provided us with all those photos. He put a beautiful watermark on them in the corner, and he completely set up at the step and repeat without us even asking. So that was pretty amazing. Yeah. But
so your event, it looked like it was incredibly successful and well attended, huh?
Yes, it was well attended, and I'm happy to share, and I'll share this publicly. It looks like we made over $33,000.
Oh wow!
That'll go right back to education. They'll go right back to classrooms, right for STEAM education. So it's pretty exciting. Actually, it's looking north almost of like 34,000. So we're gonna have a decision with the board to make about how to allow these funds for the school sites and so forth. So that'll be very exciting. Definitely very, very exciting. But Mary, you brought up something earlier when we were backstage. And I want to make sure to highlight this. I'm going to go ahead and show my Facebook page. This is my own personal Facebook page. I normally don't share my own personal page a lot, but I want to make sure that people are aware of this. This picture here is of one of mine and Chef Mary's close friends that we worked with over at La Quinta. One of the things that we can tell is that whenever we work with people, we like to develop good, healthy relationships with them. Well, this is Chef Jennifer Town. And Chef Town, as I wrote there, from 2015 to 18, when Chef Mary and I were working together with Miss Tucker and the many other chefs in the desert, Chef Town was right there with us working with the students. You can see here with the many students they're working either at her own kitchen I believe she was at Purple Room there.
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
as well as at La Quinta High School. And you can even see top chef Brooke Williamson there, who worked with Chef Town as well as La Quinta High students. But I get chills thinking about this. But Chef Town is going through some rough times right now. She was a avid supporter of La Quinta High School and the culinary program, where she dedicated at least, I would say, out of those 3 years, Mary, I would say at least 10 days a year where she came in full days to work with our students.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. But she's definitely going through some rough times. So I think we need to help and support her. She definitely supported our students as well.
Well, I remember one time that she came in to tell you the depth of the dedication that she had to us.
Yeah.
We had a showdown, and a friend of hers had been killed in a motorcycle accident that same evening. And actually, I was coming from where I lived, and I heard of it and didn't realize that it was someone that she knew. And I said, you can go. You don't have to be here. She goes, no, I need to be here. I told you I would be here. And she just pulled it up and then stayed the whole evening, did the competition, worked with our students, and then, left to take care of her friend.
Yeah.
So her dedication to our student and our program was huge. And I know a lot of people have made donations already. I can't thank you enough for that. I feel that she was a personal friend of ours.
Yes, I agree completely.
I remember one time we delivered pumpkins. I can't remember why we were delivering. Oh no, they were making a dessert with pumpkins or something.
Yeah, remember we always gave mystery ingredients. We, Glenn Olivier from Crown.
That's right. Yeah.
What is it? Our friends over at LG Produce, they would give us various things. And I remember one of the ingredients we gave her was monkfish. Was one night, and then I'd never seen a monkfish before. That was that came from Ray Sharwin with the seafood and produce and so forth. But then we gave her pumpkins one night too. They had to create some dishes out of pumpkin.
I remember delivering those crazy things, and I was over in her kitchen. but she had our students in her kitchen. We did a fundraiser that night. I think we had the jazz band from the high school too there, was it?
Yeah. So
Clear.
what Mary's talking about is a reference in that top right there. That's a couple of the students from La Quinta High. I believe they were sophomores and juniors at the time, Cooper and
Yeah.
Tiffany. I don't know if you know, but Tiffany, she works at the hotel over at Fantasy Springs. I'm not sure where Cooper is. I know that last I talked to her, she was working with Chef Andy. But that was an evening where, oh, geez, this is great. We teamed up with the Purple Room where we had Michael Fleischman, the band director, had the jazz band going there, had a full house. And then they did, what do they call this? Foodie Tuesdays or something like that, where they would just have these great tasting dinners. And we had a relationship with Chef Brooke Williamson. So we called her up, helped out to get some hotel rooms, and Chef Town hosted it. So it was a great fundraiser for both programs. I want to say each program took over $1,000 home that night, as well as I know the restaurant did well too.
Exactly. So we need to really, dig deep and help her. She paid forward for years and years and years, and we just wish her all the best.
Yeah, I agree 100%. All the best. We've already had some great reach outs from different chefs that you and I know, Mary, and we're going to have some conversation about how we can maybe help her out in addition to this. But Chef Town, you're in our hearts. You're in our thoughts and prayers. We're here for you. This is not anything that you need to go through alone, so we want to make sure to help you out.
Exactly.
Definitely.
We can't thank you enough for everything you did for us, because it made our lives so much simpler.
And it made a difference for these kids.
Yeah, these kids will never forget those times with you.
Exactly. I agree 100%. Yeah. So no, I'm hoping that we can do something positive there for Chef Town. I know we can.
Oh yeah, we can for sure.
Yeah.
So otherwise than that, they were the season is over at the arena for a while.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of time off. And Maddie is out of school and she's going to horse camp.
Okay.
So I guess all the kids in your area are out of school now. Is that right? Are they?
Yeah. So the school ended on what was it, June 3rd or 4th? Look at the calendar. It was June 3rd. That was the last day of school. Then we had summer school going on at the different school sites. One of our most robust years of summer school, since we're pretty much normal right now with education and so forth with going on. So we have summer school going on at basically if the school site wanted to offer it, they were able to offer it. So the high school has a more traditional schedule as we shared last week, but our middle schools and our elementary schools are taking an advantage of placing weeks throughout the summer strategically so their students are ready for next year.
Exactly. Well, I had a good time watching all of the graduation, the videos and whatever from all the schools. And you know me, I'm such a softie with that. They make you cry every time. They start playing their songs and then the kids are coming down. And I think it's just an incredible time of year that parents have to be just beaming with pride and really happy that everybody got through it.
Yeah, and you think about these kids here that graduated, their middle 2 years were a little crazy.
Yeah, you figure they were out of school and homeschooled and whatever. And I see some of our students got just huge awards and accolades for their grades and going on to college and getting things, totally paid for. And that's a lot of work.
Oh no, definitely. It is definitely a lot of work, and the students are working hard for it. And I'm glad that they're able to graduate and move on to the next level. That's always fun.
Exactly. So what is your week like? Oh, Father's Day is coming up on Sunday.
You know what? We've got an amazing thing planned. Well, you know what? I know there's plans. I don't know the specific plans and so forth, but I know that Tara and Brooklyn are taking myself to, I think we're going to her sister's house on Saturday to celebrate with Grandpa as well as the rest of the family, a little Father's Day there. And then I'm not sure what's going on Sunday. They haven't told me yet, but I just was told to keep my calendar open for those guys. So I'm excited. And then we have Monday school off in observance of the Juneteenth. We have Monday off. So we'll be back here on Tuesday.
Okay,
so
great.
It's nice. I get a little long extended weekend. We got Friday off as well as Monday off since we're on the 4-10 schedule.
Well, we have to give a shout out to all the dads, whether they're a daughter or son dad or a kitty dad or a doggy dad or whatever kind of a person they take care of. Say thank you for what you do and raising these children to be wonderful human beings and taking care of an old cat or an old dog or whatever.
Yeah.
It takes a lot because you're all still working I mean, so the moms are still working, but the dads are working. And then you have this little time carved out to be a friend and a family.
Hmm.
So to all you dads, it's like, hey, you got my vote.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mary. I'm glad that you brought it up and so forth. And no, who am I kidding? Every day I think about my father, but especially on Father's Day, I think about him even more. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's kind of nice to do that. I had a friend of mine whose mom passed away recently, and I said, you need to talk about her and share the memories with her, because I think that's good for your soul. Like I like to talk about my dad, um, as if he's here,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because he does feel here with me, and we always had a good time with him. And he was a good dad, and he hauled us off to dances and made parties for us. And I mean, we lived way in the country, and we went roller skating on Friday night, and he'd always have to drive us in and drive us back. And in those days, it wasn't easy. I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't
no.
easy at all. Um,
I'm just thinking the accessibility and easeability I'm going to have with Brooklyn, because she'll have a cell phone and those types of things.
yeah,
Whereas I remember calling after basketball practice, and we're all fighting for the phone in the gymnasium, so we can call to have our parents come pick us up, because sometimes practice didn't always end at the same time.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
my dad would take us to the movies,
Yep.
and he would say, "Meet me out front when it was over." But we never knew what it was over. I mean, I never had a time. We didn't have a phone, um, and so we'd come out of the movie, and he'd be there. I,
Okay.
I look back on this thing and I go, like, how did this ever happen? We had no phone, we had no cell phones.
Yep.
And we lived like 12 miles from town. And so it was an easy trek to
Yep.
drive in and drive out.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
Um, no, I agree. Different times and so forth. And thank for our dads and so forth. No, my dad
exactly.
dropped me off at school up until I was in 8th grade. Yeah, he dropped me off every morning. So a lot of fun. A lot of
Yeah,
fun.
we took the bus both ways uphill in the snow.
Nice. Mary, I do want to point out the last time I was on the show, I had a lot of stuff behind me. Things are getting cleared out here. We're
I
kind
know, I
of
know.
straightening up for the end of the year here as we kind of move on and so forth. But
So, so you must have a bunch of events planned for next year that you were working on with the foundation too, right?
yeah, so as you're aware, with the foundation, we'll have our board meeting coming up. Actually, I'll tell you, you're going to get an email shortly here. It was scheduled for the 20th, but since it's a day off, it's going to be Tuesday the 21st. We'll have our board meeting that
Okay.
evening, where we'll solidify the calendar for next year. But one of the things I was able to do is clear off my countertop here, and I'll point out that we will most likely have this event again, which is our Foundation Express.
Yes.
Right? That was our Foundation Express. I'm kind of making a pile here of all the different events that we've done through the foundation. I have a big golf one that's behind us as well, so we'll have the golf tournament as well. As you're aware, we just had a very successful gala, and we'll have that coming up. We'll have that, and then who knows what else? But no, we'll definitely have those events, as well as the career fair that I'm working with the different high schools to plan, so we can have them more involved. With having opportunities for local businesses to provide opportunities for our students after high school. But no, we have some exciting things moving forward.
Yeah, that always makes it fun to have those things that you can work on ahead of time.
Oh, exactly. And as you know, with the schedule, it's going to be quarterly. Well, something in the fall, something in the winter, something spring, towards the end of the year.
Because I think a lot of our vendors and our supporters are also involved in other activities. And so at some point you kind of have to just pull back and realize that they can't be everything to everybody. And so you kind of, make your choices as to where you feel your efforts are going to be best used.
Of course. Yeah. No,
that gives us a chance to just not overdo it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll say that one of the reasons why, and I'll share this out with everybody, one of the reasons why we didn't have the golf tournament this year is because of that. They were too close together. And because of the year it was, we were scheduled to have the gala in February like we've had it before. But because of the way the year was, we had to move it to June. But next year, I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that we get to have it right in February as planned. We're looking at, I'll tell you right now, I believe it's that Saturday, February 25th, we're looking at right now. I've already talks with a couple of resorts and so forth. So it should be really, really exciting.
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Mary, that's pretty much all that I have for us today. Let's see here. Next week, like I said, I don't have work tomorrow or Monday. So we'll come back Tuesday. Let me check my calendar here. I'm not sure what day works best for you next week, Tuesday or Thursday, to go live.
I don't have anything going on.
Okay.
Let me look at my calendar. I don't think.
Okay. Well, that makes things easy enough. Why don't we anticipate Tuesday? Because actually Thursday morning, this is fun. I'm on the Palm Desert Area Chamber of Commerce and the Palm Desert City Golf Cart Parade Committee. So we have that meeting on Thursday. So why don't we stick with Tuesday? I'll
Okay.
get some more information going on. We do have Tuesday's a busy day for us. As you know, we have our board meeting that night, as well as the school board meeting is that night too. So Kathleen told me we're going to keep our meeting to about 45 minutes to an hour. We don't have many things to vote through, but we do have, as you know, we have the executive board in different spots as people are transitioning off and moving on and so forth.
Sure.
Coming onto the board. But
Tuesday works good for me.
Okay, perfect. I will see you Tuesday morning. Mary, why don't you close us out here to the Coachella Valley? We've got a couple people watching here.
Well, to all your dads and fathers and grandfathers and uncles and all those kind of people, I hope they celebrate you on Sunday, because I think it's a day of really fun. We're looking forward to it at our house. And thank you for what you do. You make a difference, and we love you.
Mary, said so well. Oh, and before we leave, good job to you both. Hey, Sandy, thank you so much. For those of you that don't know, Sandy is our vice president of the foundation board. So thank you, Sandy. We appreciate it. Coachella Valley, have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.